Welcome back to Global News Today, your trusted source for international headlines, political developments, climate updates, entertainment highlights, and more. It's Friday, May 30th, 2025. And here's what's happening around the world. In Eastern Europe, the war in Ukraine continues to dominate diplomatic discussions. The United States has publicly urged Russian President Vladimir Putin to accept what officials are calling the best ceasefire proposal so far. The proposed deal, developed with input from NATO allies and key mediators, reportedly offers significant concessions aimed at halting months of devastating warfare. Ukraine remains cautious. President Volodymyr Zelensky stated his government will not agree to any truce until all terms are fully transparent. Negotiations are ongoing as the humanitarian crisis deepens. In the Middle East, a potential breakthrough in Gaza. Israel has officially accepted a new ceasefire proposal spearheaded by the US envoy. The plan includes phased withdrawal of military forces and humanitarian corridors into Gaza. Hamas has yet to formally agree, but sources say the terms are under serious review. The international community is watching closely, hoping this will lead to lasting peace in the region. In Mali, large-scale demonstrations continue as protesters demand the restoration of democratic governance. The transitional military government recently dissolved political parties and suspended preparations for elections. Many demonstrators, including students and civil servants, are calling for immediate reforms and the release of political prisoners. Observers warn of the potential for a violent government response. Meanwhile, in Saudi Arabia, a harrowing human rights crisis is unfolding, involving 49 Ethiopian nationals who have been sentenced to death. These individuals were captured at the Saudi-Yemen border, where they had reportedly been forced by smugglers to carry illegal drugs across the frontier. Many say they were unaware of what they were transporting and were coerced under threat. Upon arrival in Saudi Arabia, they were arrested, tried, and sentenced to death. Now the group has made a desperate plea for mercy. Human rights organizations are demanding international intervention, arguing the accused are victims of human trafficking. Families in Ethiopia are begging for diplomatic action to prevent the executions, while pressure mounts on both governments to find a humane resolution. Turning to major developments across Africa. In Sudan, violence continues as clashes between rival military factions escalate. Analysts warn the conflict is beginning to spill across borders, affecting regional stability and security in the Red Sea zone. In Cameroon, the art world mourns the passing of legendary curator Koyo Ko, who died in Basel. She was recently appointed to direct the 2026 Venice Biennale, marking a major loss to the global art community. South African Airways is revamping its wide-body operations with routes connecting South Africa to Brazil, Australia, Ghana, Nigeria, Mauritius, and Ivory Coast, signaling a bold move toward expansion and modernization. In a troubling story from South Africa, a woman has been sentenced to life in prison for selling her own daughter. The case has sparked outrage and renewed calls for stronger child protection measures. President Cyril Ramaphosa is facing growing pressure both at home and abroad. Critics cite economic stagnation, political unrest, and rising international scrutiny as signs of a deeper governance crisis. Namibia has made history as Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah was sworn in as the country's first female president this March, a major milestone for Southern African politics. In Guinea, the military-led government has banned unauthorized political activity and hinted at elections later this year, though opposition groups say real democracy remains far off. In Gabon, interim leader Brice Oligui Nguema won the April presidential election with over 94% of the vote, a result that has raised eyebrows about electoral fairness. The African Development Bank has elected Mauritanian economist Sidi Ould Tah as its new president, signaling a potential shift in development strategy for the continent. In sports, Angola will host the 2025 FIBA Afrobasket from August 12 to 24, and the Basketball Africa League playoffs are set to take place in Pretoria, South Africa, for the first time. Shifting now to the United States. A federal appeals court has ruled that Donald Trump's signature trade tariffs can remain in place for now. The decision reaffirms executive authority to impose tariffs tied to national security, marking a major legal win for the former president. The tariffs, originally targeting steel, aluminum, and imports from China and other countries, had been previously blocked by lower courts. Supporters say the move protects American industries, while critics warn it could reignite trade tensions and lead to higher consumer costs. The Biden administration has not yet indicated if it will maintain or adjust the policy. A new global climate study has warned that glacier melt could more than double even if the world meets current climate goals. The findings underscore the urgency of reducing carbon emissions and investing in long-term water resource planning. In Pakistan, flash floods triggered by severe storms have killed at least 8 people, including children, in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region. Rescue operations are ongoing amid continued rainfall and damaged infrastructure. Austria has won the 2025 Eurovision Song Contest with a stunning performance of Wasted Love by Luna Weiss. The emotionally powerful song captivated audiences across Europe and beyond. An old interview clip of Barbara Walters questioning Taylor Swift about her dating life has gone viral again, fueling debate about sexism in media. The resurfaced footage has prompted renewed calls for respectful journalism and privacy rights for public figures. In sports, excitement builds as the New York Knicks face the Indiana Pacers tonight in Game 5 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. With the series tied 2-2, star guard Jalen Brunson is expected to return from injury, potentially tipping the scales. Meanwhile, the 2025 NCAA Baseball Championship is underway, with 64 college teams battling for a shot at the College World Series. LSU, Vanderbilt, and Stanford are among this year's top contenders. Finally, King Charles III and Queen Camilla have concluded their royal tour of Canada, their first since the King's coronation. The visit included meetings with Indigenous leaders and a renewed focus on environmental and social unity between the monarchy and the Canadian people. And that concludes today's top stories for May 30th, 2025. If you found this update helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you never miss a briefing. Let us know in the comments which story matters most to you. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.